Hello, friends. I just quickly want to talk about something that I really take seriously in my heart, and that is the power of belief on human existence, how what we believe affects our life. I think we are familiar with the story of what happened in the United States, September 11, 2001. That's the attack on the World Trade Center and the Pentagon, how certain terrorists hijacked certain place and changed their course and directed them to run into that skyscraper, the World Trade Center, and also another one hit a slight part of the Pentagon, leaving at the wake of that incident over 2,000 plus American dead. You see, innocent American, all because of one man, Osama bin Laden, who brought together certain people and of convinced them that the actions to take the lives of other people was a good cause and they were doing it for God. Now, some of you might just see Osama bin Laden as one wicked guy that just was used by the devil. It's more than that. See, because these people were not trying to take lives so that they might enjoy. No, 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 no. These people were even taking their own lives. They were like suicide bombers. Do you know someone goes, he knows that he was going to die and he's putting himself into the death? You see that is more than just hatred for whom you want to kill, but a kind of you so soaked in a belief system about the goodness and the purity of your action that is even going to cost you your life in your own knowledge. Now, belief affects our lives. And that is why we don't understand that the messages on our pulpit, that our pastors, our imam, whatever messages they are dishing out, is shaping the character of the nation. We take these things for granted. Like I was talking to someone, the person was like, you not saying because of this thing they are teaching, that's why Nigeria like this and all that and government. So you're trying to separate the teachings in the churches from the outlook of the nation. Someone said something which I really love and respect. He says, every nation deserves the leader that they get, for the leaders are taken from amongst the people. There's no leader that would come and rule Nigeria that will be taken from abroad. Our leaders are taken from amongst us. And that is why the outlook of the family, the outlook in the classroom, in the schools, in the church, where people sit down and open their minds to receive information, where their perceptions and their belief system, their outlook of this world is shaped, those places, we need to pay attention to them. You would agree with me that in Nigeria, what affects us most is not even our social cultural traditions or whatever, but our religious patterns. We've heard about pastors who set members ablaze while the other members who knew about it were still hailing him, to the point that when even this pastor was arrested, members still carried placard calling for his release. Such extremity of beliefs, and some which we might not see as so evil, but these things are affecting and shaping our conduct at work and everywhere. For example, it is common and we know that in churches today, people pray for promotions. People sow seed for promotion. I don't get, how can you pray for promotion? Is promotion not something you merit in the workplace? How do you go and pray for promotion? We also are aware that in our churches, people take visas or people take their national passport to drop anointing or so that they can. We cannot, when we try to start talking about how these things are so out of place, have no place in the spiritual setup, does not even make sense to the natural man, you just wonder, how did we get here? And he said we have to understand that it is what is making, okay, for example, if an average politician, just go and listen to them, even in the House of Assembly, go and listen to them talk. If an average politician wants to talk about when he feels a particular project will be done, whether he's going to win an election, what he would always hear is that by the grace of God. by the grace of God. And at times, when some of them are caught in the act of corruptions and all that, what do they do? It's the devil. It's the devil. All these people are leaders taken from amongst us. How were they raised? What kind of churches? Who are the kind of pastors that raised them? The parents that raised them out, what was the picture of God that was presented to them at home? For example, a renowned pastor, personal pastor Adeboye, he said that don't marry a woman who cannot cook. And the thing caused a lot of arguments. The first question is, when we communicate spiritually in church, are we talking to male, female, or are we talking to spiritual beings who are blessed and chosen by God? Okay, is there anywhere where the duty of cooking is exclusively for women, even in the Bible? So let's even say you wanted to say that cooking is an important criteria for marriage. Why didn't you also balance it up? Men don't marry women who cannot cook, and women don't marry men who cannot cook.